You are born into a world where everything you need to survive is right behind you. Food, family, safety. And then one day you turn around and walk in the exact opposite direction. No explanation, no destination. Just endless ice and mountains that promise nothing but death. This is not a movie, this actually happened, and when scientists saw it, even they couldn't explain why. This is the story of the penguin that walked away from everything. The clip you're about to see comes from a real documentary filmed in Antarctica. A group of researchers were observing a colony of Adelie penguins, thousands of them, living their normal lives near the ocean. Penguins are simple creatures. They eat, they swim, they mate, they survive. And almost everything they need is near the sea. But then one penguin did something no one expected. It turned its back on the ocean and started walking inland. This might not sound dramatic at first. But for a penguin, this is the equivalent of a human walking into a desert, with no water, and no plan to return. Inland Antarctica has no food, no shelter, no other penguins. Just ice, cold, and mountains that stretch for hundreds of miles. The researchers followed it with their cameras, thinking it might turn back. It didn't. It just kept walking, alone. When this clip resurfaced on social media years later, people didn't just see a penguin. They saw themselves. The clip was nicknamed the Nihilist Penguin. People said things like, "This is me quitting my job. This is me walking away from society. This is what burnout looks like." The penguin became a symbol of existential crisis, depression, escaping the system, or searching for meaning. Millions of people felt emotionally connected to a bird walking into nothingness. Scientists, of course, tried to be rational. They suggested possible reasons. The penguin was disoriented. It might have been sick or injured, or its internal navigation system failed. In other words, it wasn't philosophical. It was probably just broken, but here's the uncomfortable part. No one knows for sure. The penguin was never seen again. Maybe the real reason this video went viral isn't because of the penguin at all. Maybe it's because of us. Humans are the only species that can be surrounded by everything and still feel empty. We can have food, shelter, comfort, friends, and still wake up feeling like something is missing. The penguin had everything it needed behind it. And yet, it turned around. When people watched that penguin walk into the unknown, they didn't see a bird. They saw themselves leaving a job they hate. They saw themselves ending a relationship that felt safe but hollow. They saw themselves questioning a life that looks perfect, but feels meaningless. That penguin became a mirror. What if the path everyone else is taking isn't meant for you? Most of us never walk away from our comfort. Not because we're happy, but because the unknown is terrifying. We stay in familiar pain instead of unfamiliar freedom. We choose safety over purpose, routine over curiosity, survival over meaning. And then one penguin does the opposite. It chooses the mountain, not knowing what's there, not knowing if it will survive. The most disturbing part of the footage is not where the penguin is going. Scientists wanted logic. The internet wanted meaning. And the penguin gave neither. Only silence. Maybe the hardest truth isn't about the penguin. Maybe the hardest truth is this. Most of us will never know what's beyond our comfort zone because we're too afraid to leave it. Even when you don't know why. And maybe the reason this story haunts us is because somewhere deep inside, we are all standing on the edge of our own ocean, wondering if we'll ever be brave enough to walk the other way. If this story made you think, you're not alone. Subscribe for more stories.